we have to understand that which combination we call series combination and which combination we call parallel combination. So try to complete this lecture in single time, means when you start watching this, try to complete it in a single time, means don't leave in between, so then it will be more clear. So let's start the session with the topic series combination of resistances. Students, here I am drawing a resistance. Let's suppose this is the resistance. You know this is the symbol for resistance. So it has two ends. This is the left end of resistance and this is the right end of resistance. Students, if I connect the right end of one resistance to the left end of another resistance, then we call it as series combination. Like you can see here, this is the left end of another resistance and left end of one resistance is connected to the right end of another resistance. You can see here right end is connected to the left end of another resistance. In the same way, here you can see right end of the resistance will be connected to left end of another resistance. So first rule for the series combination is that, first rule for the series combination, okay, this is the right end and this is the left end. So students, first rule for series combination is that one end of resistance should be connected to the opposite end. Like you can see, the right end is connected to left. In the here you can again see the right end is connected to the left end of resistance. So this is called series combination basically. Now listen to the next rule. First rule is connect the right terminal of the resistance to the next terminal. You can say connect the ending terminal to the next beginning terminal. Like this is the ending terminal of one resistance, right end. So this will be connected to the starting terminal of next resistance, or you can say simple right and left, that it will be a better way. Now listen to me. Let's suppose there are three resistances, like you can see here. Let me name them. It is R1, value of resistance, first resistance is R1, second is R2 and the third resistance has value R3. Let's suppose there are three values. So the values are R1, R2 and R3. Let me draw it again. This is the first resistance. Right end of first resistance is connected to left end of next. So this is the second resistance. Now it is its right end. Right end of this resistance will be connected to left end of next resistance. So left end of next will be this one. This is the left end. So this is the left end of next resistance, which is represented here. So I hope it is clear up to this point that these three resistances are in series. First trick to identify the series pattern is right end of one resistance should be connected with left end of another resistance. Right end of one resistance should be connected with left end of another resistance. This is the first rule, but sometimes circuits will be confusing. So then you have to implement something else. Then you have to find another trick. So students, now this is the basic trick. Now the trick which I am telling you, this is the most useful trick. The most useful trick is whenever you have to find the resistance between 2 points. Let's suppose this is point A and this is point B. Whenever I have to find the resistance between 2 points, then what I will do, I will connect a battery. I will connect a battery across that two terminals. Like you can see here, if I want to find the resistance between point A and B, then I will connect a battery here. You know the symbol of battery or energy source. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. So I hope it is clear to you. Whenever I have to find the resistance between two terminals, then I will connect a battery there, and then I will see how much current is flowing. Like firstly you have connected a battery here. Now you have to see the current. Some current is coming from the battery. Let's name it as I. So same current will flow from this end. Same current will flow through this resistance. Same current through second resistance. Same current through the third resistance also. So students, whenever the current is not being divided, I am repeating my words, whenever the current is not being divided, then we say it as series. Like you can see here, same current is flowing through the resistance R1, same current is flowing through the resistance R2, same current is flowing through the resistance R3, then we can say it as series combination. We will discuss the formula for series combination also, but first of all you have to identify which combination is series combination and which is parallel combination. So R1, R2, R3, they all three are in series combination. So this is the start point. You can note, if the current is same, you can note down this point. If the current is same through the three resistances or two resistances or as many as resistances, so if the current is same, then we say that the resistances are in series combination. Please note down this point. If the current is same, then we say it as series combination. Students, please note down. If the current is same, then we call it as series combination. So I hope this is a very basic diagram. It will be clear. Now I am going to draw one more diagram. Sushil sir has also discussed this thing in the class, that another circuit is given to me. Another circuit is like this one. This is the circuit. Okay, wait. This is the circuit given to me. First resistance, then second resistance, then third resistance, then fourth resistance. So students, in this case also you can easily identify that right end of this resistance is connected to the left end of next. Right end of this resistance is connected to the left end of next, and right end of this resistance is connected to the left end of the next resistance. So that means obviously they will be in series, but let me check also. Let's name them R1, R2, R3, R4. So it is R1, it is R2, it is R3. What basically is, students, sometimes you are unable to find which combination is giving me series and which is giving parallel. So these are the four resistances. The next alternative, the best method, is to connect the battery across two terminals. So let's connect here battery. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. So best method is connect a battery across the two terminals where you have to find the resistance. So this is positive, this is negative. This is point A, this is point B. We have to find the resistance between point A and B. So we connect a battery across the terminals A and B. So here you can see now some current is coming from the battery. Let's name it as I. So name of this current is I. Then same current will flow through this portion. Same current will pass through resistance R1. Same current will pass through resistance R2. Same current will pass through resistance R3. Same current through resistance R4. And this current will go again to negative terminal. So that means here again the current is constant. The same current is flowing through all the resistances. That means current is same. So this is again the example of series combination. So this is again the example of series combination. Students, the best method is connect the battery. Whenever you will connect the battery, you can easily understand which combination is series combination and which combination is parallel combination. I hope these two questions are clear, two diagrams. Now we are moving to the next level. So now I am changing the level of question. Now the circuit will be this one. So this is star mark. I am marking the star here. You have to note down the star marked question in your star marked diagram in your notes. So next diagram I am representing here. Okay. See the diagram carefully. So diagram is giving me a resistance here. This is the resistance. Then we have two resistances. So then they are closed in this way. So students, first of all, let me discuss about the parallel combination. Okay. Firstly, let's discuss about the parallel combination, then we will see this. Okay. So parallel combination, let's see a diagram. This is the diagram. Okay. Parallel. Yes. Okay. So students, here you can see I have to find the resistance between point A and point B. So first of all, you have to understand, is it a series combination or it is a parallel combination. So we will discuss it. Here you can see this is resistance R1, this is resistance R2. Students, here you can see the left terminal. This is the left terminal. This is also the left terminal of the resistance. So when both the left terminals are joined, like you can see here, left terminals are twisted, you can say. Twisted means cross. When you twist two wires, then we can say, like you put the two ends of a resistance and twist it. So if both the left ends will be twisted as shown, like you can say, are joined, and both the right ends are also joined. Here you can see this is the right end, this is right end. So whenever the left end, both the left ends of the 2 or 3 or 4 resistances are joined and all the right ends are also joined, then we say that resistances are in parallel. Like you can see here, Okay, you can see here, if I put one more resistance here, now this is another resistance, it has value, let's suppose its value is R3, let's suppose its value is R3, but you can still see its left hand is twisted with all, or you can say left hand of these three resistances are combined. So that means now these three are in parallel combination. So next you can take the example of one more resistance here, but that thing is different. So let's discuss about now one more property of parallel combination. So this is regarding the three resistances. Okay, now see how to determine it is a parallel combination. How to determine? Same method, connect the battery across the two terminals where you have to find the resistance. So here between the terminal A and B you are going to find the resistance. So I connect a battery here again, I connect a battery again, this is positive terminal, this is the negative terminal. Now students, again we have to consider the current here. So let's suppose this is the amount of current I. Current is coming from the battery. Now students, you can see here the wire is divided into two parts. From this point onwards, the current will be divided into two parts. Some current will flow here, some current will flow here. So whenever, now you have to note down the point. This is the important point. Now you have to note down the point, and this is very important point. Whenever the current is divided, whenever current is getting divided, then that combination is said to be parallel combination. Like you can see here, current is divided into two parts. These two parts can be equal also. Now these are the key points. The current, let's suppose 4 ampere is current is coming from here. 2 ampere will flow in the upper branch, 2 ampere will flow in the lower branch. Then we say it as parallel. Either the current is equally divided, means it is divided in the form of 2 ampere and 2 ampere, or either it is unequally divided like 1 or 3. So whenever the current is divided, the key point is whenever the current is being divided, then the combination is said to be parallel combination. Please note down this point. Whenever the current is being divided, that combination is said to be parallel combination. Either the current is divided equally, or either the current will be divided unequally. Now you can note down one more point. If the value of two resistances in parallel will be equal, if R1 and R2 will be equal, then the current will be divided equal. You can note down this point also. If R1 and R2 will be equal, then the current will be divided equal. If R1 and R2 have different values, then the current will be divided unequally. Now students, we are going to discuss some more circuits. After that we will start the questions also, or we will start the question in next session. So in this session basically my aim is to clear your doubts regarding the series and parallel combination. So now I am drawing the circuit. you have to tell what is the effective resistance between. Okay, derivations you can check from the notes, derivations you can check from the book. Derivation I am not going to discuss here. So this is the circuit given to me. You have to find the resistance between, you have to find the resistance between point A and point B. So this question is asked in the pre-board exam also. Okay, so now you have to try this question. We are starting with very easy questions. After that we will move to some good questions also. So this is the first question. You have to find the resistance between point A and point B. Every resistance is having the value 10 ohm. So this is the value resistance having value 10 ohm. This is the resistance having value 10 ohm. And this is again 10 ohm. So students, how to attempt this question? Now see what we will do. Now see what we will do. We will connect a battery here. You know it very well. Whenever we have to find the resistance between 2 points, so students, we have to connect a battery here. This is positive, this is negative terminal. Now see, this end is connected to negative terminal of the battery. So now you can see current I is coming from the battery. I current is coming from the battery. It will be divided from this point. From this point onwards, it will be divided. So that means the resistance this one and this one, these two resistances are in parallel combination. So we have to combine them and make one from these two. We have to combine these two resistances and make one from them. So what we will do, we will combine them. Their equivalent will be parallel, they are in parallel combination, and when we combine these two, we get 1 by 10. Okay, now I am raising the board. We get 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 equal to 1 by Rp, which is parallel combination of resistance. So 1 to 2 times when you will do these questions, then it will be more clear. Then I will not write anything, I will just give you hint. So 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10. This is the derivation. This is the result is from derivation. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 will be 2 by 10. Or you can say 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 5. 1 by Rp equal to 1 by 5. So that means Rp equal to 5. So Rp is equal to 5. So that means this is, if this is the resistance of 10 ohm and I connect another resistance in parallel with this resistance, so combining these two, 10 ohm resistance of, this is 10 ohm, this is again 10 ohm. So if I connect two 10 ohm resistances in parallel, then it will give me 5 ohm. So So from the diagram you can see this was the resistance which was first one, then there were two resistances. So after combining these two, I got one resistance that has value 5 ohm. So now I am drawing that resistance. The equivalent resistance which is obtained by combining that two parallel is 5 ohm. So this is 10 ohm now. This is 10 ohm and this is 5 ohm. Now students, you can check, if now I connect a battery here, if now I connect a positive negative battery here, then same current will flow through this 10 ohm resistance, same current will flow through this 5 ohm resistance. That means now these two are in series. Now this 10 ohm and this 5 ohm resistances, these two are in series combination. So for the previous question, my answer for the resistance between point A and B will be 10 plus 5. So in the series combination the values are simply added, but in the parallel combination the values are added by taking the reciprocal. So here you can see the value will be 10 plus 5. So resistance between point A and B will be 15 ohm. So this is the very first question that we have to discuss. Now I am going to discuss some more questions. So next question is, I will mark a star here. You have to note down that question. So next question is, this is the resistance, then we have another resistance, okay, then resistance, then we have another resistance. So we are starting with the basics as well as then we will continue up to high level questions. So this is the another question. You can note down it in your fair notebook or anywhere you want, because these are important ones. So this is end A, this is B. So 2 points are there, A and B point. Now let's suppose the value of each resistance is 10 ohm. It has a value 10 ohm. It has also the value 10 ohm. It has also the value of 10 ohm. And all the resistances are of 10 ohm, you can say. So 4 resistances are there. Every resistance has value 10 ohm. Now students, which resistances are in series and which are in parallel, how to determine that thing? Best method I have told you, the best method to identify the resistances which are in series, which are in parallel, is best method, connect a battery here. Connect the battery between the two terminals where you have to find the resistance. So this is the positive, this is negative. This is now connected with B. Now let's suppose current I is coming from the battery. Current I is coming from the battery. Then same current will go up to this point I. But further from this point onwards, current will be getting divided into two parts. From this part, current will be divided into two parts. Some current will flow here, some current will flow here. Some current will flow here, some current will flow here. That current can be divided equally or can be divided unequally depending on the value of resistance. But we know one thing, whenever the current is being divided, that combination is parallel combination. So that means one thing that you have to understand is this upper combination is in parallel with the lower one, but there is something more in this circuit. You can check its value is, let's suppose, I1. The current flowing in the upper branch is I1. The current flowing in the lower branch is I2. So one more thing that you can see, same current I1 is flowing through this resistance of second one. Same current I2 is flowing through this resistance also. Same current I1 is flowing through this resistance. Same current I1 is flowing through this resistance also. Here you can see in the below diagram, I2 current is flowing through this resistance. Same current I2 will be flowing through this resistance also. So that means in this circuit, this resistance is in series with this resistance. You can check the left right hand method also from using the left right hand, or you can simply see when the current in the two resistances is same, when the same current is flowing through the two resistances, then we say that resistances are in series. So here you can see the above two are in series, the below two are also in series. So first of all we have to combine these series combination resistances. So now I am erasing this diagram. I have erased that diagram. The above two are in series and their value was 10. So 10 will be simply added and I get a resistance, single resistance here, that has value 10 plus 10 is 20 ohm. So 10 ohm plus 10 ohm, that will give me 20 ohm. Then another resistance I have. By combining the below two, I get 20 ohm because they are also of 10 and 10 ohm. So 20 ohm I get in the upper branch, 20 ohm equivalent resistance I get in the lower branch. Now this will be the result. This is AND A, this is AND B. So if I connect a battery here, then the current will be divided from, this is positive, this is negative. So best method is connect the battery. The best method, okay. So this is current I which is coming from the battery, but when it reaches this point, it will be divided into two portions. Some current will flow here, some current will flow here. Current can be equal or current can be unequal, that will depend on the resistance. So here in this case this is 20, this is 20. So current will be divided in this case equally. In this case, equal amount of current will flow in upper branch, equal amount of current will flow in lower branch, same current you can say. But now current is being divided from this point. This is the point from which current is divided. So that means these two resistances are in parallel combination. So in parallel combination we will add by taking the reciprocal. So that means now resistance will be 1 by Rp, which is the parallel combination of resistance. So 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 20 plus 1 by 20. Students, one more thing you can remember, whenever two same resistances are added like 20, so that will give half of that. Like 20, it will give me 10. So it is equal to 2 by 20, that is equal to 1 by 10. So Rp is equal to 10 ohm. So if 40 and 40 will be in parallel, then it will give me 20. So you can note down this point also. So now Rb will be equal to 10 ohm. So you can note down this question. Now we are going to do the next one. So this is equal to 10 ohm. Now we are moving to the next question. Now we are moving to next question. The next question is, the next question will be displaying on your screen. Okay, this is the question. One resistance, then we have one more resistance, okay students, this is the question and 3 points are given there: A, B, C. So 3 points are given there. So important question, you can note down. Important question. Why important? Because sometimes this type of question is asked. Now let's take it, its value is 10 ohm. 10 ohm. Its value is 20 ohm. And the value of this below resistance is 30 ohm. So now students, this is the circuit. Let's suppose you have to find the resistance between A and B. So students, understand this concept also, because next questions will be on the basis of this concept. So in this question you have to find the resistance between A and B, A and C, then B and C also. So firstly I am going to find the resistance between terminal A and terminal B. So firstly I am going to discuss the resistance between terminal A and terminal B. So see how to solve this question. Whenever you have to find the resistance, I explained it many times. Connect a battery across that two terminals where you have to find the resistance. Like you can see here, across terminal A and B I have connected a battery. This is positive, this is negative. So now you can see current is coming from the battery. Current is coming from the battery. Some current will flow here, same current I. Then students, note down the condition for circuit. Whenever there is open circuit, like you can see here, if some current will go here, then after this end where it will go. So whenever there is an open circuit, no current will flow in that portion. No current will flow in that portion. That means if current I is coming from this end, then same current I will flow from this end. Current will not divided here, because this is open circuit. No current will flow on the side of open circuit. Circuit should be closed for the flow of current. So current I will flow here. Now you can check. Same current is flowing. So this is 10 ohm, this is 20 ohm. So these two are in now series because same amount of current. You can see same amount of current I is flowing through these two resistances. So they will be in series. So 10 ohm plus 20 ohm, resistance between A and B will be equal to 10 plus 20, that is 30 ohm. You can note down the resistance between point A and point B will be 10 plus 20, that is 30 ohm. I hope it will be clear. If any doubt is there, then you can ask. Okay, next is resistance between A and C. When I have to find the resistance between terminal A and C, when I have to find the resistance between terminal A and C, then you can see this is the star mark question. So firstly, this is the resistance, then this is the resistance, and then this is the resistance. So this was the diagram. This is A point, this is point B, and this is point C. This has value, this resistance has value 10, this resistance has value 20, and this resistance has value 30. So now students, when I have to find the resistance between point A and C, then simplest method is connect a battery across the two terminals. So A and C, these are the 2 points where I have to find the resistance. So I connect a battery here. Now you can see some current is coming from the battery, some current will be coming. Let's name it as I. Some current is coming from the battery, same current will flow through this resistance. Then from this point onwards, no current will flow in the upper portion, because that is open circuit. If some current will flow, then where it will go? It will go and come back through the same path. So you can say net current flowing through this resistance is 0. Students, whenever there is an open circuit, the current will be flowing through that resistance will be 0 whenever there is an open circuit. So I current is coming from this portion. So I current will be coming from that portion. Then this I current, this is the current I which is coming through that portion. So this current will flow in this direction because upper circuit is open. So same current will flow here and it will go to battery. So now students, you can easily guess that this 10 ohm resistance and this 30 ohm resistance are in series combination. This 10 ohm resistance and 30 ohm resistance are in series combination. So when I have to find the resistance between point A and point C, then my answer for this question will be 10 ohm plus 30 ohm. So 10 plus 30, my answer will be 40 ohm for this particular question. For this question, my answer will be 40 ohm. Now, the resistance between point B and C, I am giving you. You can find the resistance between point B and C. Now I am moving to the next question. Resistance between point B and C you have to find. Okay, so resistance between point B and C, that you have to find. Now I am moving to the next question. Let's suppose you have this question. In the examination, you get this question. Okay, this is the question that you get in the examination. Value of resistance is, let's take it as 1 ohm, it is 2 ohm, it is 3 ohm, it is 4 ohm, and this one is 5 ohm. So the value of different resistances I have taken, it is 1 ohm, it is 2 ohm, it is 3 ohm, it is 4 ohm, and it is 5 ohm. Now let me name them also. Let's take the name of these 4 terminals, 4 points, 4 ends: A, B, C and D. So these are the 4 terminals A, B, C and D. So now students, first question: what is the value of resistance? What is the value of resistance between terminal A and terminal B? So what is the value of resistance between terminal A and terminal B? Okay, now see, best method, you can solve it also. You can solve it also. You can try this question. You can try this question at your own end, because this type of question we have just done earlier, few minutes earlier. So what we can do now? See, what we can do now? We can simply connect a battery across the two terminals. If I am going to find the resistance between point A and B, then I will simply connect a battery here. I will simply connect a battery here. So here we have connected a positive, negative battery terminal. So this is positive, this is negative. Now students, you can check, some current I is flowing from the battery. Some current I is flowing through the battery. Then current will coming on this side, current will be coming from this side, this is I. Current will not distribute from this point, because below one is open, this is open circuit, this is open circuit, this is open circuit. So current will not flow to the open circuit, same current will flow through this 2 ohm resistance. So same current will flow through the 2 ohm resistance. So when I connect these two terminals, when I have to find the resistance between A and B, then my answer will be 1 ohm resistance will be in series with 2 ohm resistance. So my answer for resistance between terminal A and B, or you can say when I have to find the resistance between point A and B, same current I is flowing in this way. So that means resistance between point A and B will be 3 ohm. You can note down up to this point. When I have to find the resistance between point A and B, when I have to find the resistance between point A and B, then my answer will be 3 ohm. So 1 and 2 will be in series. Now you can note down the answer. The answer for resistance between point A and point B is 3 ohm. 1 plus 2, simply 1 ohm and 2 ohm will be in series. So resistance between the point A and B will be 3 ohm. You can note down up to this point. Next question, find the resistance between point A and C. Find the resistance between point A and C. You can try this question also. 10th class as well as 12th class students, for both these type of questions are important. So now the question is, find the resistance between the terminal or between the point A and C. You can try this question. We will take a short break. You can try this question up to that time. Try this question now. So now students, we are going to discuss the case when we have to find the resistance between point A and C. So simplest way, connect the battery across the two terminals. So simplest way is connect the battery across the two terminals. So let's start the question. And here we have connected the battery across terminal A and terminal C, as you can see here. This is positive terminal and this is negative terminal. So current will flow from the positive terminal in this direction. Let's name it as current I. Then students, this current will reach through this resistance at particular point, this point, at this point. Now is the current being divided? Current will be divided from here or not? This is your presence of mind, because this is open circuit. If current will go in this branch, then where it will go further from this point. So that means no current will flow on this side, so current will be not divided here. Same amount of current will flow through the 3 ohm resistance. Same amount of current will flow through the 3 ohm resistance. Then at this particular point, let's name it as, this is the current. This is same current as earlier I, and now it is reaching at this point. After reaching at this point, when the current will reach here, will it be divided into two parts? No, because this is again open circuit, so current will not flow on this side, so it will go in this branch. Same current will go in this branch. So that means in resistance 2 ohm and 5 ohm, no current will be flowing. The current will be flowing through three resistances that are 1 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm, and the current is same. So that means this 1 ohm resistance, this 3 ohm resistance and this 4 ohm resistance are in series. So these will be simply added. So 3 plus 1 plus 4, that will be equal to 8. So resistance between point A and C will be equal to 8 ohm. You can note down up to this point. Now we have to discuss the resistance between A and D. Now we have to find the resistance between point A and D. So can I start now? Okay, now I am starting. If any doubt is there up to any point you have, then you can ask. Okay, so now I am going to find the resistance between point A and D. So 2 points are there. Now I am going to find the resistance between point A and point D. So students, simplest way, connect the battery. So here you can see, when I have to find the resistance between A and D, I will connect a battery here. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. Then this one, this is terminal D, So now the current will flow from positive terminal in this direction. Let's name it as I. So this current will pass through 1 ohm resistance. Same current will pass through up to this point. Now current will be divided or not, because this is open circuit, so current will not flow on this side. Same current will flow through 3 ohm resistance. Now further current will reach this point. It will be divided into two parts or not. Some current will flow on the right side, some current will flow on left side. But no, because this is open circuit, so current will flow in this direction only, not in the left direction. So same amount of current will flow through 5 ohm resistance. Same amount of current will flow through 3 ohm resistance. Same amount of current will flow through 1 ohm resistance. No current will flow through 2 ohm and 4 ohm. So that means this is 1 ohm, this is 3 ohm, and this is 5 ohm. So these three are now in series. So 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 1 9. So resistance between A and D will be equal to 9 ohm. So I hope it is clear. So I hope it will be clear. Resistance between point A and D will be 9 ohm. Now we are going to move to another question. Now students, you have to find one question. This is homework question. You can note down, this is HW. So HW is homework question. You have to find the resistance between point B and C. You have to find the resistance between point B and C, and also you have to find the resistance between point B and D also. So this is homework. You have to find the resistance between point B and C, and you have to find the resistance between B and D also. Now we are moving to some another questions. Some more questions I am going to discuss here. So let's just start the next question. The next question is on your screen. The question is, equilateral triangle is given to me. Equilateral triangle is given to me like this one. This is the equilateral triangle. Okay, one resistance number 2, and then we have resistance number 3. Wait. So this is second resistance. Then we have third resistance. So it is equilateral triangle and 3 resistances are given there. Now students, he is asking, this is A, this is B, this is C. So he is asking the equivalent resistance between A and C. Examiner is asking about the resistance between point A and C. Let's take this value 10. This value also 10 ohm. So every resistance in this equilateral triangle has the value 10 ohm. So I hope it is clear. Every resistance has the value 10 ohm. So now what we have to do? Simply we will connect battery here. We will connect a battery here. So from the terminal A, because I have to find the resistance between A and C, so I will connect a battery here across the two terminals A and C. You can see here. So this is a terminal, this is positive terminal of battery which has a more potential. This is negative terminal. So now current will flow, some current will flow. Okay, I will discuss from the starting. Current, let's suppose I current is coming from the battery. So this is current I which is coming from the battery. So these two resistances, you can see here current I is coming from this side. From this point, recording. So from this point onwards, current will be divided into two parts. As I said that whenever the current will be divided, that combination will be parallel. So let's suppose I1 current is flowing on this side. I1 current is flowing in the upper branch and I2 current is flowing in the lower branch, you can see. So upper current is I1 and lower current is I2. Now see, there are two resistances in the upper. So from A to B, one resistance is there in which current I1 is flowing, and from B to C you can see another resistance is there, but the current, same current I1 is flowing through it. So that means now the current is same through these two. So that means this resistance of 10 ohm is in series with this resistance of 10 ohm. So they will be added simply. These two resistances are in series because they have the same current. So now I am redrawing this one. You can check, I am combining these two, this 10 ohm and this 10 ohm. I am combining these two. So now I am erasing the diagram. You can see the new diagram. The new diagram will be, this is terminal A. From A to B there is a resistance of 10 ohm. As earlier, this is the resistance. So A to B, okay, sorry, this is A to C. This is the resistance of 10 ohm, and the above two are combined. So they are making 10 plus 10, 20. So from that, this is the diagram. The two will be combined into one, and this is the value 20. In the same way, you can connect the battery here for better understanding. When you connect the battery here, you can easily understand that in the 20 ohm branch, some current will be flowing from here onwards, from this point onwards. Current will be divided. Some current will flow in 20 ohm branch, some current will flow in 10 ohm branch. So that means they will be in parallel. So they will be added in reciprocal way. So 1 by Rp, or you can say 1 by R, that will be equal to 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20. So it is 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20. Now you have to take the LCM. LCM is 20. So rest is mathematical calculation. So you can find from here 1 by R equal to 3 by 20. Then you have to take the reciprocal. So the answer for this question is 20 by 3 ohm. So final answer for this question is 20 by 3 ohm. The effective resistance between point A and C is 20 by 3 ohm. So I am marking it as star question. You can note down it. Many times this type of questions are asked in the examination. If any student feels doubt in this question, he or she can drop a message to me or drop a message to sir also. So we are discussing this topic through the YouTube so that you can understand it thoroughly. So now we are going to discuss the last question of today, and the last question is square based question and hexagon based. So I am marking it as star also. These questions are important. You have to note down these all questions in the fair notebook after the understanding only. So next question is, I am drawing a square here. You can see this is the first resistance, this is the second resistance, and then this is the third resistance, and this is the fourth resistance. So you can see 4 resistances are there. and the value of each resistance is 10 ohm. So this is also 10. All resistance has the value of 10 ohm. So 4 points are there, A, B, C, D, 10 ohm, and this is also 10 ohm. So now name of 4 points. This is point A, this is point B, this is point C, and this is point D. So now first question, you have to find the resistance between point A and B. So first question is find the resistance between point A and B. Try to solve it on your own and then we will discuss. 2 minutes time is provided to you. You can pause the video and try this question for 2 minutes. After that we are going to discuss this one. So for the 2 minutes you can try this question. I am repeating again, you can try this question. Now we are going to solve this one. So we have to find the resistance between point A and B. So we have to find the resistance between point A and B. So that means we have to connect a battery source here. Like you can see, I am connecting a battery here. This is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. So this is the battery source which is connected across the two terminals where we have to find the resistance. Now see, current will come from the battery and reach up to point A. Let's name it as current I. This current is I. So it will reach up to point A. It will reach up to point here. After reaching point A, some current will flow in this direction. Some current will flow in below direction as shown in figure. So some current will flow here, some current will flow here. Let's name it as I1. And the current which is flowing in the downward direction, let's name it as I2. So now you can see in the below diagram, current I2 is flowing through this resistance also, current I2 is flowing through this resistance also. That means the below three resistances are in series. So this is 10 ohm, this is again 10 ohm, this is again 10 ohm. So these three resistances are in series combination. So these three are in series combination. So that means they will be simply added. So now I am drawing one diagram. You can see this one. So this is A. This is the simple resistance AB. This is the simple resistance AB. And then we have the combined resistance of the below 3, that is 10 plus 10 plus 10, that is 30. So this will be the combination. The below one is giving me 30 ohm and the above one is giving me 10 ohm. Now this combination will be in parallel. So resistance between point A and point B will be 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30 is equal to 1 by R. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30. This is equal to, after taking the LCM, you can get 4 by 30. And then you have to take the reciprocal of it because it is equal to 1 by Rp. So 1 by Rp is equal to 4 by 30. Or you can simply say Rp equal to 30 by 4. So this will be the answer for this particular question. You can note down. Next question we will discuss afterwards. So you can note down this question. Answer will be 30 by 4 ohm. So you can note down this question.